happened every Friday. And we're live, and she's smiling, so it's a good thing. Yes.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and let you say hi to everybody so Mr. Producer can test your... Oh, wait, he's got to get his earphones on. Then he's going to want to hear you and make sure you didn't go all robot on us.
Right?
That'd be horrible. Oh, no. It happened.
Stranger things have happened.
Where are you, Christine?
Hi, everybody. This is Christine Bertram, and I'm coming to you live from the Hive in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
And I'm Mary Gunn, and this is Craft Roulette. If you don't know what Craft Roulette is, we are the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge. Yes, and we are here every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. You are welcome to stick around and watch us. We don't know what we're going to do yet, do we, Christine?
No.
Heck no, that's way too scripted. We are going to go completely off script. We have 331,776 opportunities to find out what we're going to do.
And we're going to fly by the seat of our pants.
That's our favorite airline. Flying by the seat of our pants. We do it every Friday right here on YouTube. So if you like card making, you like possible train wrecks, we're the place for you. We haven't had one yet, though. And you have been here. This is your 5th time.
I know. I'm looking over there. I have. Are you sure it's my 5th? Maybe it's my 4th.
No, I have it down. Well, I have it down as your 5th.
Maybe. Oh, it is my 5th. I found another card. All my cards are on display over there, and there's 3 together, and there's 1 over on the side. So this is the 5th. You are correct.
There you go.
I was just testing your mental capacity right there.
Oh, my mental capacity is right here on the sheet. Because I looked up your past parameters.
Yeah, the mess was my favorite one.
And the first one was your favorite. I don't know why you came back. You got orange. You don't even love orange.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's somewhere in the middle.
You don't love it.
Yep.
And then the wheel got nice and gave you purple the next time.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, that was a good show. I liked that one a whole lot. The window card, some purple.
That was good.
In the garden.
Yep.
I liked that card, yeah. I have a whole box of my Craft Roulette cards.
I have all the ones that I made with you on display on my ledge over there. So I can run and get them at a whim's notice if we need to.
I am so touched. That's nice. That is nice. Isn't it something, though, how you kind of, it spurs it's like a little scrapbook to see a little card. And you go, oh, yeah, I made it with, and it was then, and we did that, and all these different things. Rosie's giving you lots of purple hearts there.
I saw that. Yay. Each one, I will admit, each one has gotten easier and easier on my heart. The nervousness. Oh my gosh, that first one, I think I sweat through my armpits or something.
Well, I was pretty nervous back then, too. I'm not as nervous anymore. But I was pretty nervous. You couldn't keep up that kind of level of tension. Not when you've done 109 of these. But this is the 109th.
Yes, Louanne Johnson. The purple T-shirt is on purpose. Go Team Purple! Yay! I woke up this morning and I thought, what should I wear? It needs to be purple.
I don't have a purple shirt. I was saying I wished I had some purple stretch pants. I would have worn those.
But you can't see those unless you put your leg up or something.
It could get embarrassing.
Yeah, we don't need that, though.
No. Nobody needs to see that.
There's Melanie Foy. She's Team Purple, too.
Yes, she is. We had Team Colors a couple weeks ago. That was the color choice. You were supposed to dominantly use your favorite color. It was a really pretty gallery. Lots and lots of pretty colors. Yeah.
Very
colorful. You got your Craft Roulette sweatshirt this week. Yay! Wear it with pride.
Yes.
I wear mine with pride. Yes, my Whoa, Whoa, Whoa t-shirt. I like it. It's got purple down at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Look at you. You got some purple on.
Yeah. Craft Roulette.
Mine is Hawaii. That was
Aloha.
a year ago. A year ago that we went to Hawaii for the incentive trip. We were just getting ready to leave. It was the middle of May, I think, 2 weeks from now, a year ago.
I remember.
We got in, we got out.
Do you have another trip in your future?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Stampin' Up! Canceled the incentive trip to the Western Caribbean. And so they gave us a cash out. And Tyler and I are going to be going to St. George, Utah for a convention that a fellow demonstrator is hosting. And then we're spending some time in Zion National Park. So that's one trip. And another trip, I took my mom and my brother to Florida to go visit my aunt and uncle for 5 days. On the coldest weekend of the year in Florida, I think it was like 40. And
you should get your money back.
So I did 2 separate trips and I used that money for both of them. So
good.
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
So that'll be coming up. We're leaving Memorial Day weekend and then we'll be back the second week of June.
That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tyler loves hiking, outdoors, camping, and he needs that.
Yeah.
It makes
when
I can give him that, then he helps me more in the hive.
That's not a bad exchange.
Yeah, he helped me design a card last week or 2 weeks ago already. He helped me. When I have the camera down, I'm going to show you the card that he helped me design. He got a gold star. Actually, Cindy Runtree, who is one of my customers, sent a gold star in the mail and said, put this on Tyler's card. It was that good.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
We had Biddy Penny's husband on our April Fool's show.
Okay.
He'd never made a card in his whole life, and he did it live on the show.
Oh,
it was
wow.
great fun. Yeah. He did super.
Good.
Took me back to when I was first making cards, and I was going, I don't know. I think I'll put a stamp here. But he did better than I did. And then he even made a pun. He likes to work outside, and so he put some little trees or something, and then around it he made some little dirt marks or like mulch, and he said, I love you very mulch. He made his own pun for his own
No
card.
pun intended.
Oh, yeah, Deputy Heidi. It was a Dr. Shrub. He was very fun. But it was April Fool's, and we got to do a little acting. It was fine.
Good.
Yeah. He came on. He said he was taking over for his wife.
Of course.
She's like, nah, I don't think so, dude.
I don't think so.
Very funny.
Yeah.
So we expect to see Tyler on your show sometime.
Okay. I will tell him he's invited.
Yeah.
So I had 56 that signed up for the class that he helped design that card for. And it required embossing. He embossed all 56 of the mats. And I told him at the end that he earned a free class for me because it took him 50 minutes. He timed it. He was enjoying a beverage while he was doing it. But he sat here and he took class with 6 ladies and he was a ham. It was just funny. It was awesome.
I bet he was. That's wonderful.
Yeah, so he's not afraid to get the glue out and glue things and stamp things. He's really good, actually. I'm really impressed.
Maybe he could be your foil on Mystery Monday.
Yeah.
He could do the mystery card right along with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I can get him out of work.
There's that.
I usually got to drag him out of work.
Mm.
You ask me how many hours I work or what my office hours are, and I'm like, I don't know. I work until he gets here.
Oh, that's
because to me, it never feels like work.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Have they gotten her out of a room yet today? Nah.
The joke is that Tyler calls my dad and says, hey, John, do you got a tractor I can borrow so I can haul your daughter out of the hive? With some chains.
Kicking and screaming.
Kicking and screaming, yep. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm getting the time thing.
Mm-hmm. It's time.
Jackie Ripp's she's here. Luann Johnson's telling us to get busy. Grandma Gay's here. But welcome back, Grandma Gay. She's here and she's telling us time. So I guess
Quit
it's
the
time.
jibber-jabbing.
Card Monkey. So we'll get going. We'll take you off screen. We'll bring you right back. Welcome to Craft Roulette. professor of Fun University, and you are intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. Welcome to episode... Oh, sorry, Mr. Mike. Welcome to episode 109, and tonight we have a five-time returning guest, Christine Bertram, live from the Hive, and we are going to bring her back on here in just a few minutes. I can see her. She's ready to go. We have just been chatting and chatting. I hope we remember to craft. It may or may not happen tonight, but we are the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we're here every Friday night at 6:30 Central Time, and you are always invited to join us. I don't have a lot of stuff to talk about right now, except happy birthday Janet Flanagan and happy birthday Linda Gorman, and welcome back Grandma Gay. We've missed you from not being here when you've been nursing Santa, so we're glad to have you guys all here and partying with us. Do want to thank, I had the birds and the little talk last week about the birds and the bees of Patreon, and you guys rallied. We got 13 new patrons, so that's so encouraging. Regina Martin, Tammy Williams, Carmen Braskma, Deputy Heidi Ryan, Lou Ann Johnson, Rosie B. Rosie, Georges Gentry, Christina Bromia, our night owl, our Swedish night owl, Barbara Weber, Nartika Farmer. I got the cutest little video from her daughter today. Cheryl Jackson, Lynn Sanders, and Catherine Taylor. Thank you all, one and all. And I think yes, applause. I think you'll enjoy the blog. There is a lot going on over there. I was telling Mr. Producer, I can't believe how busy it's getting over there on the Patreon blog, but we always have things going on. So join us. It's we go live 8 times a month, and it's all free. So this is just a way to say, yep, I love what you're doing. Throw in your hat. We are going to have an all-patron Zoom call tomorrow. It's going to be a zoo. It's going to just be a zoo, and we're going to have the best time with it. So it's not too late to sign up as a patron and join us tomorrow. Anyway, we are community sponsored. We don't get any money any other way. So that's really a blessing to us. Thank you so much. What else is going on? Do you think of anything, Mr. Producer? I think it's just... Oh, yes, merch. Like this Whoa, Whoa, Whoa shirt. It's now in our merchandise shop. There's that Team Purple. Oh, Christine, would you look good in that? And there's my Team Orange shirt. Anyway, you can find all that information down below in the description. We keep those things. We don't change them very often, but we do every once in a while. All right. We do have the Purple Party Princess. She is a party girl. She is the Purple Queen. She is our friend. She's Christine Bertram. Please welcome her live from the Hive.
Woohoo! It's great to be with you again.
You are live from the Hive all the time anymore. Every time I turn on Facebook, there is your face. What's going on?
This is my third one today.
You are full-time. Full-time.
So that's why I feel like I don't have more time. It's because I'm always live now.
Well, back us up a little bit. When you were on last time, you told me a big, almost announcement secret before
I hadn't
the show.
pulled the trigger, but it was in the back of my head. Yes. I think when we had the last Craft Roulette together, it was the beginning of December. So before the holidays. And I came in, I think I put my notice in at my full-time day job sometime I think it was, you know what I did? I asked for a leave of absence. I asked to take a month off unpaid just to do the try it before you buy it thing. And basically I did that on February 7th, and I was off for a full month, and it was the fastest month of my entire life. I don't know where it went. And I went back in on March 7th, and I was going to give him my 2-week notice. And my boss said to me, well, if today could be your last day, would you like it to be? And I said, are you guys okay with that? And he's like, well, we're prepared for whatever you want. And I'm like, well, then, yeah, I'll make today my last day. So, see ya.
Yeah. And did you let that door hit you on the way out?
I finished up my day and I walked out, and that was March 7th. And now it's already almost the end of April. So almost going on 3 months. That's crazy.
So you are full-time in the
Hive.
Has. You are full-time in the Hive.
I am, yeah. Yeah,
I asked her
exactly.
before the show if she has regular office hours, and she's like,
Not really.
just
If
wake
I,
up
if
and
I,
start working.
the thing is, if I'm going to bed, I put my phone on silent. If I'm with Tyler and he doesn't like me when I'm on my phone, I put my phone on silent. And so that's how it goes. And I just turn it off when I can't be available. And I always tell people, hey, if you don't hear back from me in 2 days, just send me another quick message, because those messages, they just keep going down as more people come in. I believe that just the communication is the biggest part of my business, I think, besides designing and kidding.
And goofing off.
And goofing off,
just going and buying stuff. That's all fun too. But it is a lot of admin. There's a lot of admin and follow up, and it's all. There's nothing that isn't important. And you're a one-man show. You and your cousin are a one-man show, so to speak. And so there's nobody that's coming up and saying, "Oh, well, we didn't quite get that done. Let me do that for you."
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And you've got to keep that Rolodex all the time going too, of what you have to have done, and what you should be doing right now and what you should be doing tomorrow.
Yep.
So it's full-time brain stuff.
Yep. Yeah. And a lot of notes.
You're loving
writing stuff down.
Yes. The proverbial list. But you're doing great with it. You love it.
Mm-hmm.
You get up in the morning same time, or do you allow yourself a little sleepy?
I think I sleep till 8:30 or 9 now.
Isn't that something? I did, yes.
But I still go to bed at 1, right?
Oh,
so
well, that makes sense.
Before I was going to bed at 1 and getting up at 7, and so now I am actually getting my 8 or 9 hours, and that feels amazing. Before it was like 5 to 6 hours, so it's good. Yeah,
you look
because your body really does need sleep.
It really does. It really does. Well, you look real bright-eyed, and it looks like you're adjusting to it, and you're doing real well with it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please consider Christine as your girl, because she's got lots of time now, nothing but time to burn.
I have time to help the people that help me.
There you go. Your classes are exploding, though. You have so many classes. You do them free online.
Yep.
But
so if
then
anybody just wants to watch. Yep. If anybody wants to watch my Facebook Lives, I don't charge anything. You really can't charge for Facebook Lives, right? Mm-mm. So I put them out there for everybody. But where it comes, if you want to get kits with the actual products of paper and embellishments and ribbon and have it all in a nice little package where all you have to do is stamp and assemble, that's where it costs money. And I always have alternatives that people could pay the fee, or in some cases place orders to get Stampin' Up! Product, and then the class is basically free. Yeah,
it's all very fair. I know we always take a field trip from Fun University when you have your mystery card night. Here she goes, clue number 1. That's right. It's always a good night. We always have fun over there. I often am working on something else, so I don't get my cards made. But I love seeing everybody in the chat and just relaxing and not and doing that part of the world, just relaxing and enjoying somebody else on the screen. So thank you for providing that.
Oh yeah.
You're a good girl.
That started back in May of 2020. So 2 years will be just like when you started. We both started that online presence around the same March, April, May, that time period.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
we're on our 2-year anniversaries.
That's sweet.
Yay.
Yeah, we just had ours in March. So, yours is coming up. Well done. You've brought a lot of joy. So, yay for you and how you do. Yeah, you've grown a lot. It's been fun to watch.
Thank
you. We've been enjoying watching you and getting to know you so much. So I can tell we can talk a lot. So we're going to go ahead and, we've started something new though, Christine. Okay. We've started asking our guests to say, what is craft roulette? But we're going to let Christine do that in just a second. And then we're going to show the submissions and we'll be back to spin the wheel. So lay it on us, Christine. What is craft roulette?
What is craft roulette? It's an interactive...
No, you don't have to answer it, darling. All you have to do is cue the video. I didn't tell you before. We were busy.
Explain it to people. I'm like, what?
All you have to do is ask the question.
Okay, so all I have to say is, what is craft roulette?
Yeah!
Okay, what is craft roulette?
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
So what is craft roulette? Poor Christine. I didn't mean to put her on the spot like that. You know, Mr. Producer was saying, he had to make that video about what is craft roulette because I can't explain things. So I kind of go off and go, I just assume everybody knows what I know. So, and there's nothing in this noggin that everybody else does. You read my mind. It's all right. It's an open book. So anyway, yes, what is craft roulette? You found out, and there's my woe shirt. I loved all your woes. Lynn, yours was very pretty with all the hearts, too. I got to tell you that. And I'm so glad to see Ellen spelling it correctly instead of backwards like she did right out of surgery. So that's really good. Last week, we had sweet little Danny on. She was darling. She ended up getting the same cold that her daughter had. So bummer. 110 contributions, which I think is just remarkable for an Easter weekend and people starting to get out. We are now up to 6,470 contributions total. That's a lot of cards, you guys. And look at you guys all over the world that send in submissions and contributions. It's very, very cool. Have you enjoyed the video or the little maps that when we're going through the slideshow, how the map swings around and you can see where you all live? I think that's just the coolest little feature. There's another feature that is real cool that's been added. It's the counter, so you know where you are in that 110 contribution list. So I can find that, and sometimes I keep thinking, is it ever going to end? But now I can look at that and counter and see, yep, it's going to end in a little bit. So, well done, Mr. Producer. He's our tech guy, too. I'm going to cough just a second. Okay. And he has coded all this show, and it is pretty cool. So, thank you so much. There's my card. Our parameters were a drop down. You guys did all sorts of creative things. Spring was our colors. You guys chose a bunch of creative ways to express that. We have clouds. Almost all of them are happy clouds. And just like Bob Ross would have done. And then we had some sort of stamped background. That was my card. It turned out kind of pretty. And then I found some little embellishments that looked like raindrops. So that was a double wow. I liked it. There we go. There's Danny's cute little card. It was her 4th submission. She's like, we invited her on. She started watching the show, and she's been adding these cute cards all the time. I thought she was going to be slow because she colored. Nope, she was fast. So that was she was good. And I hope you're feeling better, Danny. I really am feeling fine. I'm just all choked up. Okay, drink, because this part is programmed on a timer. And I can't slow it down, and I can't talk, and I just say your first name. Are we ready? Set, watch for those parameters, and let's have a great submission show. Jean. Watch for the leading ladies, the Zero Heroes, Kim, and the first submissions, please. Lisa, Zero Hero. Linda, happy birthday. Regina. Bonnie. Luann. Mary. Lisa. Kendra. Karen. Cordelia. Debbie. Debbie. Gail with a key. Anna. Barbara. So pretty. Sharon. Anaya. Bridget. 5K. Mila. She's a junior crafter. Lisa. So cute. Chris. Mary Neighbor. Zero Hero. Lena Marie. Bonnie. Laura. Carol. That has a cute story with it. April. Vicky. Mary Ellen. Patty Beck, our leading lady. Karen. Susan. Kay. Rose. Card Monkey. Outstanding. Lynn. So pretty. Camille. Mary. Wanda. Mary, and she has a process video. Larissa. Carmen. Welcome. Deanna. Smurf. See you tomorrow. Marie. Sherry. Jen. Susie. Lisa. Kathy. A couple of those little girls. Rosie. Anna. Great colors. Peg. Anne. Feline. 57. Marie. Teresa. Jackie. 70. Arlene. 50. Steph. Vicky. Very clever. Deputy Heidi. Gina. Rebecca. It's really cute. Lynn. Elaine. Dawn. Crystal. Christina. Cheryl. Julie. Ellen. Catherine. Roseanne. Jackie Rip, one of our leading ladies. Ashley. Arlene, our designer. Kim. Leslie. Stacy Facey. Sue, another leading lady. Celicia. Emily. I have to read it. Karen. Ava. Meg. Kathy. Chassid. Cool. Amy. Patty. Anna. Tammy. You're second. Bryce. She's 4. A junior crafter. Agnes. Pam. Wendy. Sire. Melanie. Denise. Jennifer. That's very clever. Nartika. Cute. Deanna. Fayanne. First. Andy. Lauren. Her 30th. Well done. Ha! And the last couple ones came in late because of a patron benefit, which is not late submission. We're calling it extended submission because that late sounds like you're late. Not on time, but you don't have to be. You can be up till midnight on Thursday night if you are a patron of any level. So it's just a little extra bonus because I think we're all getting pretty busy with the spring and everything. So it's kind of a nice little perk. And we're glad you're using it. So I think you did great. We did talk about these cards on Tuesday's Fun University, and we made a little drop-down card that you're not going to want to miss. I'll show you here in just a few minutes. If you did miss it, you want to go back and see it. So, yeah, what are you guys thinking? They're all fabulous, aren't they? Oh, Danny's here. Good. You're feeling good enough to watch it. Yep. Wait on any level. Yes, Denise. With the new website. Because there's a form and we don't have to do it manually anymore. So it's all very easy to use. Yep. So if you can't get it done by Sunday night, it still goes on. It won't be on, of course, Monday's blog, but it will be added to the show, and then you'll be right here on Friday night, 6:30 Central Time, right here on YouTube. And then you will also be eligible for all of the prizes that week. So trying to make it good for you. All right. Well, I see Christine's got a sweater on. It must be cold up there in Wisconsin, and I think she's ready to come back on. So did you get a chance to look at a couple of those? You were kind of busy, but you did see a few. Did you see some purple?
I did see some purple. Yeah. And
spring colors.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Spring is in the air.
Yes, it is. And it's spring lilacs, violets. Those are all good purple colors for spring. We have a Easter lily in the library upstairs, and it smells so good. And there's just no candle that can do that.
Yeah. My parents have a hyacinth plant, and they brought in the hyacinth, and that smells amazing too.
They're very aromatic. Yes. Yes. Ellen's asking, is the hive chilly tonight?
It is. So I have in-floor heat in here, and I actually put it, what would you say? You would put it lower so it's not as hot. And when I'm in here by myself, there's no body heat really coming off of me. And so I took it off so you guys could see the purple shirt, but I was like, my fingers are freezing. So I'm like, I'm going to put it back on. I thought I would get more hot and sweaty, but I'm not that nervous yet. I don't think I know my parameters yet. So
And I'm not going to ask you any more embarrassing questions like what is craft roulette. You're coasting at this point. If we get some good spins, we'll just be great. I think we will. We'll see. Shall we find out?
We can find out. Are we ready for that?
Yeah, might as well. Let's go ahead and spin and see what's going on. What are we going to do for the rest of the night? There's those parameters. Does that still make my stomach jump every once in a while? Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a jump. Oh, I'm going to bring in my camera just a little. There we go. So you can see the wheel real well. We're going to spin for project, colors, element, and random. Then we're going to talk about it before we go to work, because we know that you chatterboxes, which I forgot to welcome, so glad to see you guys. We know you chatterboxes come up with a ton of ideas, and we want to know what they are. So we're gonna warm up the wheel.
Are we supposed to go over
see what's going
vetoes?
on? We don't know what he's up to tonight. What kind of thing do you want? I didn't. The vetoes. Are you sure you want to do vetoes? We were talking about vetoing the vetoes today.
Oh, I'm on mute, I think. Or am I not on mute? Oh, no, I'm not on mute. The other thing's on mute. No, because Luann Johnson had said, are there any vetoes? So I was just, do you need to go over anything that the audience vetoed?
We're going to, let me tell you what the patrons vetoed first. And then you can tell, I forget these all the time. Color, they don't want us to do baby colors this week. No baby colors.
No babies in my future.
There it is. There you go. What an element, they don't want glow.
That's good.
21. And for random, they don't want abstract blobs. Not this week, at least.
Maybe next week.
That's right. An abstract, what a veto is? A veto is when our patrons get to decide each week. They get a choice of 3 things in each one of those categories to veto something, and this is what they voted. And it was a runaway. There was no iffiness about it. They really didn't want the wheel to demand those things. If you think you can still use baby colors, glow, or abstract blobs, it's all fine. But the wheel can't make us use those 3 things. Now, Christine, would you like to veto something?
I'm okay. We did talk about vetoing spicy because it would make me want a Bloody Mary, but you also showed me that it could be a jalapeno or something that isn't a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
So I'm good. We can leave it all there.
All right. No, we're going to leave spicy, and that is something that our chatterboxes wanted last week, because Danny discovered there is a Dorito Roulette, and that you dig into that old sack, and some of them are cool and some of them are spicy.
Yeah.
And so the chatterboxes were going, we want spicy on the wheel. So.
Oh man, I hope we don't get it though. I mean, we're gonna leave it there, but let's just hope we don't get it.
Okay.
Because then I'm gonna have to go look for a Dorito stamp and make a Dorito card.
The big D. Just use some of that powdery stuff on the Doritos as kind of a background texture.
I'm going to put little speckles on like it's pepper or something.
Yes.
Or like siracha.
little splatters of I knew a guy one time.
Sriracha.
And he said, let's eat a lot of those hot peppers, because then the vultures won't eat you. Okay, so let's spin for project.
Okay.
What are we going to make? What are we going to make? A calendar card.
Oh,
we'll talk. You wanted that. You wanted it. See, this little guy's he's listening. Colors. We're going to talk about all these things. If you're going, what's a calendar card? Colors. Yellow plus 2 colors. Okie doke. And neutrals are always a given. You can use black, gray, cream, brown, tan, white, and metallics. All free. And element. It's gonna be fine, Luann.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fine. 3 bees. Oh, that's good with
What?
yellow.
Did you just say bees?
Yes, from the hive.
I wanted that one too.
Oh, Wheel, you love her. He's got a little crush on you. And a random element. Don't throw her over now.
Don't throw me over the bridge right now.
Mm-mm. Make it good. It's on 20. Uh-huh. Plain circles. That's kind of that's not too
That's a plain
jazzy,
circles?
but it's okay.
So you gotta have circles on it?
Yeah, you gotta have some circles or just something plain. Let's talk about these things. Now, you are excited about calendar. Why?
Well, because I love calendar cards. They're so nice. I love making the calendar cards. So I have about 8 of them in my hive, in strategic places all around, because I've been doing calendar cards at the beginning of the year for probably 4 years. And every year I just rip off the calendar and put the new year on. And my mom loves coming into the hive at the end of the month, and she goes around and she tears off every month. And she's got it down to, she knows how many there are, and she counts to make sure she doesn't forget any.
What a mom.
So that's my story about calendar cards. You just made me think of my mom.
Well, now that's a real literal calendar card. So you actually have a calendar on a card.
Yeah.
Can you think of any other ways that could be interpreted?
Why would I want to? I'm waiting for the audience to tell us how they're going to do it, because I have something in my head already.
Oh, there you go. Well, okay,
Right?
So if you had a countdown, you could have a countdown on it for a calendar card. You could have save the date. Did somebody say that? Yeah. Good, Deputy Heidi. Save the date. Lynn Sanders said that too. Great. There's also a card fold that it stands up, and then it has a little bit of a fold underneath, so that it always stands up in a teepee kind of, or a tent. So that's
what I was going to do, like an easel card tent with the calendar on the front.
Yeah, yeah, or just a date, maybe counting down to your birthday. Mm-hmm. All those kind of things. It's actually going to be kind of a fun thing to do, I think. Is there anything coming up? A card made from a calendar. A card made. Oh gosh, that's a great idea, Elva. If you have, if you wanted to use a piece of calendar that had, there's got some pretty,
Oh,
yeah.
Right. If you had some sort of thing where a calendar was printed on it, you could rip off a part of it and use it as like a background on your card too, and then you're incorporating a calendar in your card.
Or one of these stamps with a date.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could use that. That's kind of a fun thing if you have somebody's birthday. You can do that over and over on their background. It's kind of cute. So does that help you guys with, you've helped me. You've helped me with a calendar card. Janet's got one right there. Right. It doesn't literally have to be a calendar, but it can be. Or if you have a scene, if you like lots of scene cards, you can have a little calendar in the background. That would something that has something to do with a date, I guess, is really what a calendar, I guess, is what it means to me. Or a stone calendar, like sundial. I don't know. Are those calendars?
Oh yeah,
so,
like a sundial type thing. Like yes, yeah. Can't you look in the constellations to figure out the calendar too?
Yeah, because they do. Yeah, you could have a constellation card. Very, very. How smart!
I won't do that. Okay, that's just an idea.
Okay, all right. Yep, anything that has a date involved with it. Cinco de Mayo. May the 4th be with you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anniversary would be a date, I suppose. Like some kind of calendar coming up, something that's coming up on your calendar. A birthday, an anniversary. Those would all work. So I think we got a wide, just tell us in the comments so that we know what you're up to. And that helps us a lot too, because I forget when I'm just looking at something cute. I go, I don't remember what the parameters are. That's a cute card. Yellow +2. I see yellow in your picture right back there, and purple. So yellow, purple, and what's your other favorite with that?
Green.
Green. Are they going to go? Yes, I was
Floral.
going to wonder if you're going to bring in a flower or two.
I'm bringing floral. Yeah, so we have new designer series paper, and I exactly know which piece. It's going to be a floral print with purples, and then I'm going to put flowers on it that are purple and yellow and green leaves.
Man, she's got it all together. So
Yep.
you have to use yellow, and you have to use 2 other colors, and then whatever neutrals that you want. Can't use other colors. You have to stick with just the yellow and 2
You
other
cannot
colors.
have orange in there then.
Not legally.
Okay.
You're thinking of that paper, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm thinking of my designer paper might have flecks of orange. Just asking for a friend.
I see nothing.
If I need to adjust my designer paper because it has too much of a different color, I will figure that out when I have the paper in my hands.
Yeah. Just kind of keep it on, low down.
Okay.
Yeah. And bees. You love bees.
I have little bee trinkets I'm going to put on the card with the flowers. Yes. They're adorable. They're gold and they're little and they're going to be buzzing around.
Oh, we're going to have a good card from Christine this week. I can tell.
I'm so excited.
And plain circles. How are you going to work that in then?
Okay. I have these polished dots that are circles, and there's small ones and larger ones, and there's pink and there's clear, and they're plain circles for an embellishment.
I'm thinking stencil.
Okay.
Circles.
That would be great if you had something with circles, a background, and put that as a background.
Yep. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Plain circles, if anybody's looking for ideas, if you have some punches that are circles, or if you have die cuts that are circles, you could add them as a background, or add them as you could actually punch or die cut a circle and stamp your focal image on the circle, and that would be on a plain circle then.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing some asters with some plain circles and just cutting the edges around too. That would make that makes a pretty little card or a pretty little flower. And then I've got a cute little bee that's ancient. And I think we can do something with this. I think
the wheel and I feel like these are great.
I'm glad.
I willed them all to happen, and this was good.
That's wonderful. Yeah, when I saw that bees, I went, oh, look at that. Would you look at that? That's like, he likes you so much. What do you guys think? You think the wheel behaved tonight for Christine? I think so.
Those who know me know that it did.
Yes. All right. Well, she's going to run around and pick up those things, and then you just let us know when you're ready to come back, and we'll get this show on the road.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you for all your help. All right, gang. This is good stuff. I'm kind of happy about this. This is kind of fun. I was going to show you the card that I made on Fun University last week. We had the parameter of drop down, so I did a drop down pop up. Are you ready? So you drop this down, and these little elements pop right up. See them? Yep. And then they just fold right back down in there. And you shut it up. So that was what we did on Fun University last Tuesday. We take a parameter and we go ahead and play with it a little bit. And there's the other one. This one got really crazy. But I'll show it to you. There we go. So here it is. Look how fat it is. It's a little chubby right there. Oh, this came apart. I forgot to glue it. Okay, so this one, we had clouds, so I made that. This comes off. There's a pretty little flower. And then you open it up. Oh my gosh, it can't wait to come get loose. And then it's got a little card up here for writing. And you can fold it up like this. So it looks like a field. And it just is it's coming loose too. It wants to pop so much. There we go. So that's what we did on Fun University last week. You'll want to go over and see that if you've never seen such fun cards in your life. Calendar. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but yellow. I know what bees I'm going to use. Yellow plus 2 colors. We'll figure that one out. And plain circles. I am going to make little asters out of punches. This is our address if you ever feel like you'd like to send a card. We do show them up on our little door afterwards, and we do talk about them on Fun University. So we would love to hear from you and see a cute little card anytime you feel like it. If you leave it blank, I will donate it somewhere or other. And if you want to write me a note, that's welcome too. All right, that's enough. Okay, there's a punch. There's a punch. We'll have 2 different sizes. My little bee is over here, I think. There he is. It's my go-to bee. It could be just the letter B. The B could. And you could have the word B in a... You could have be good on your birthday. Yeah. If you don't. That's true. Bees aren't hard to make, though. They aren't hard to make. They're actually kind of easy. You want me to make one? I'm going to concentrate on my card. Okay. He thinks I'll forget my idea. How can that be? B. Okay, another way for a calendar card is to do a little fancy folding at the bottom. Can't think of how that quite goes, but we'll figure it out so that it stands up. It has a little bit of a W thing at the bottom. Let's see, it would be like that. Okay, so it's just one score. Yep. I think I'll make my score at 3/4. This is a top folding card, and it will be an A2 that's modified, and this is 3/4 also. And then it has just this little W thing at the bottom. It really should have another little fold. You know what we can do? So that we can stick those 2 together. Well, let's do a little 1/4 of an inch fold right there. Then they can kiss together. Making them up as you go along. You have you have some mini calendars left. That would be great. You want to throw one over my way? I could use one. But I'm going to use a calendar fold, which I think there is a real one. I don't think I made this up. But I could have. Oh, stickers too. Yes, Mary Youngblood. Stickers are always fun if you have something. Okay, so then these 2 little 1/4 inch things can stick together. You won't have an inside. That's still not right. But it's still okay. So we may just leave well enough alone on that one. And add a date. Anyway, there is some fancy fold. Maybe Christine knows. If you did it like that. You know how those bank calendars are, which you never get anymore. I'm going to try it. But if you stick them together, then you don't have anything to open up. But you could always write something on the back. Okay, my colors. I'm seeing Christine already. I know I'm going to use some purple because I like to honor my guest. So I'm going to use some yellow, some purple.
Just let me know whenever you're ready.
Gosh, I may go with green too because I need it. She's going to come back on. Let's bring her on then.
Look at this prettiness.
Ooh. It is
This
pretty.
is what I'm going to go yellow plus purple plus green. And I'm not going to bring in orange, even though I would be tempted to honor
You're
you.
a good girl. You're a good girl.
Okay.
All righty. I think you're on your way.
I think so. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is some of our new paper that's going to be introduced in the new annual catalog. And so it's all floral prints. And this is the one I wanted to use. Okay. But you told me I couldn't have more than purple and yellow and green, so then the blue wouldn't work. So I'll make it work.
Oh. That old deal. He can't make it too easy for us.
My mom had an extra one of these little calendars and she lost it. Well, so I gave her one, she lost it. And then I gave her a new one and she brought this back to me last week and she found her first one. So I have an extra calendar.
Hot dog.
And then I got my little baby bees.
Oh.
So, yes. I can't wait to make this card. This is so exciting.
That's what we like on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. So do you like a red purple or do you like a blue purple better?
Like more blue purple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have to say more bluey purple.
I think we'll go with that.
But it's funny because I do like red. So I like more cherry cobbler or I like a dark cherry color for a red versus a pumpkin-y orange red.
Dark.
Oh, and one more.
Okay. Well, let the crafting begin.
Let it begin. Correcta you amundo. So, I haven't been paying attention to what everybody else is doing. Hi, Feline Mays. Are they doing calendar cards like that, or do you think people are doing?
I don't know.
Save the date type things and birthday cards.
Lunar calendars.
Yeah, the lunar calendar. That was a good idea. I don't
even know what a lunar calendar really is. I guess you could do one with Julius Caesar too, since he came up with most of the calendar stuff. Might be kind of an odd card. Let's see what else.
I see you got your circles going.
I do. They do make an easy little Aster card. When you feel like doing something different like that. Do you like this color purple, or should I find something else?
Nope, I like that one. It's like a lilac purple to me.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. We want to make you happy. So.
Happy. You make me happy. I'm happy. I'm making a purple and yellow and green card.
That is good stuff. Oh, come on. Out you go. Come on. You're not behaving. There we go. Don't you know people are watching? So how's your cousin doing? Is she doing pretty well?
She's doing good.
Good.
Yeah, her boys are keeping her super busy. I couldn't even begin to imagine having two boys that are under the age of 3 running around.
And
having a job, like a part-time job, and then helping me part-time. It's just, that's a lot of work.
It is a ton of work. And she always has a smile.
She does. She sure does. I'm trying to remember how I do this. It's like 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch is 4 inches. Okay. Like, math is hard.
Math is stinking hard. Well, you're probably a bit of, it's probably her escape.
She that's exactly what she says. She gets so much fulfillment out of helping people with their creative out, helping others be creative and sharing that. And then there's the community that I have is so uplifting and encouraging and just inspirational. It's just, she loves being a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that positive energy is awesome.
Yep. I hear you.
And that's what you have too with your community of stampers and crafters. Yeah.
Yep. We got some nice folks in our group, don't we?
Yeah. And you know why? It's because you wouldn't have it any other way, right?
That's so true.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. If you get anybody that starts being negative, you're like, no, thank you.
No, thank you. Here's the door.
Go back on the next
I've never
train.
had that, though.
Yeah. I very rarely, maybe once or twice, have had somebody that had negative comments or like they said something and I'm like, no, I don't think so. We don't tolerate that around here.
I like how you always go, now give me some hearts. Give me some hearts. Yep. Give me some thumbs up. Got them going there. It's good stuff. Whoopsie. What is a calendar style card? Well, that's the question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering here if I don't know. I got to use yellow, so that's all good.
So I'm curious how many people have never made a calendar card before.
It's going to be a few, I think.
Yeah.
I think you just have, Brenda, to start putting things together and see how it all flows together. I really don't have an answer. That's kind of what I'm still thinking too. So I'm not really sure what the final card is going to look like, but we're going to make it. We're just going to make it.
You fake it till you make it.
That's right. We have a new challenge for our Patreons. It's a retro challenge, and we're using old parameters, old shows.
Mm-hmm.
And we give them a fifth parameter. And I tell you what, it's so much easier to do a card when you're not talking and we're being on a show. It's just remarkable.
I completely get it.
Wow, that was easy. This calendar card is just throwing you off. Well, if you weren't when we were talking about it, some of the things that we talked about was just using a date reference for a date, using one of these kind of stamps. It could be a countdown. It could have an actual piece of calendar on it. It can have a calendar in the background. There is a calendar fold, which I thought I could do and I really didn't. But and it's basically a little tent card so that it sits up like a calendar from the bank does. So
and that's what I'm doing.
And that's what you're doing. Yes.
I'm doing a pop-up tent card. Yep.
So if that helps, maybe that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Explain about how we do parameters. If you can do parameters.
If something comes up in your brain about what a calendar card might be, and we haven't discussed it, we're good. You just have to tell us. And there you go. Today is a date. Have a great day. That would maybe that would work. I don't know. Yeah. There's all sorts of things like that you can do. I think it's going to be fun. Another fun gallery, because I think you guys are going to have. You're all of a sudden just going to go, oh, I can do this and this. It's going to be explosion time in your brain. It's going to be wonderful. So don't you just let that little
And don't-
creativity go.
And don't you
You're
always
gonna come
say,
up with
as long
something.
as you can justify it and explain
Yes.
it, that's all that matters.
Exactly. And that's exactly all we ask is tell us what you're thinking. 'Cause I expect everybody to be able to read my mind, but I can't read yours. So anyway, I think it'll be fine. What I'm going to do, I'm not even sure how I'm using the calendar. I'm going to try to do this calendar fold, which just means my card's going to sit up, I think, and has a little fold underneath. I don't know. I may use something with a sentiment. Because happy birthday has a day in it. And that would definitely relate to a calendar. I'm going to have fun tomorrow reading your comments and seeing what you were thinking.
Mary Youngblood.
What? Mary Youngblood, you're done. What did you do?
She's Speedy. Speedy
How
Stamper.
did you do it? Speedy Stamper is right. She was a busy bee. So we have some questions from our patrons for you, Miss, and I think they're
putting me on the spot again.
You know all the answers. Don't worry.
What is craft roulette?
What is craft roulette? You were so earnest. Lisa Whelpley asks, would you explain how you go from spark of idea to all the clues for a mystery card? So you come up with a card.
Well, so what I generally do is, and I do this in conjunction with Kelly, right? So this is a team effort, but generally what we do is I swap. I do a lot of swapping. And so if I get a swap and that's like a really cool pattern that might be pretty simple to do for a mystery card night, like we'll keep that set aside. So like the mystery card for this past week, the 18th, it was a Z fold. And so it basically was, we design a card and we come up with like what products we want to use. And I always use what's my featured suite bundle. And so this was the design. So we'll design the card. And once the card is designed, we create the clues. And so after the card is designed, that's where it's like, well, clue one is always the measurements and the color, paper, all the sizes. And then it's just me, how I would put the card together. So what makes the most sense of, you stamp this or glue this. And so the clues are written in a manner of what makes the most sense from start to finish. And like Kelly will take a go around at it first. And I did rejuvenate Stella, in case you're wondering. I had to make sure that I had a bunch of them already primed and ready to go for tonight. So Kelly will take a rendition at it, like how she thinks that it works. And then she'll send it to me and I will completely MacGyver it up and kind of doctor it a little bit. And it's got to be in a way that it makes sense. You can't have somebody glue this and then stamp it after. We always try to get stamping done first, because then you can always flip it over and restamp it if you don't like it. So does that make sense, or does that help answer it? Okay.
Yeah. It's basically you're writing a how-to manual.
Exactly.
Except that
it would be how I would write
with clues.
Instructions on how to put a card together from start to finish.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah. And the layouts that we choose for Mystery Night we try to make them unique enough that when people see the paper, that when they're putting their pieces together, that they sit there and they think, what is she thinking? Like, what? How are these going to go together? That's the reaction that I love for people to tell me they had. And then for it to be at the end of the night, they're like, wow, that's really cool. I would never have thought with these little pieces of paper, it would look like this. So,
and it's always a surprise. It is. You do a great job. It's very fun. It's one of the most fun nights of the month.
So I contemplated doing, I thought if I had more time when I left the day job, I thought if I had more time, would I have the ability to do a second game mystery night in the month? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Something else would have to go, I think. But
Yeah.
but it is fun because for me, mystery night is I get to tell people what to do and I don't have to do this. And like, this is a fun and pleasurable thing, but one night of the month, I can tell people what to do without having to prep my own really. I prep my ad hoc pieces, like my copy paper just to, when I did mystery night the very first time, I didn't even have that. And it caused so much confusion with people because people need visual stuff, right? But I didn't want to give away my card ahead of time. So that's why I take copy paper and use that so people can actually see the process of putting it together. That helps people, I think.
I think so too. I think so. No, you do a great job.
Yeah. And the main thing is just to make it very entertaining and just to make people smile and laugh and for that hour to not think about all the worries in the world and the things that you have to do later.
Yeah. It's just a getaway. Just
it
a
is.
Little getaway.
It's your 1 hour getaway to use. And then the other thing I always tell people, it's use the things that you have. We buy we're all in it together. Like we buy stuff, right? And then we don't use it. So I always try to tell people, use the stuff that you have instead of buying special just for this.
Right. Well, you don't really have time and you don't know what it's going to be like. So it's hard to buy for it.
Oh, exactly.
Exactly. Right. Same with this. You can't really buy for this show.
Exactly. No, right. Like,
especially
you got to go look what you have.
Yeah.
And you make it work. Absolutely.
Especially when you're trying to turn around and get it in that fast by Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have time.
Yep. Yeah. People have
unless you live
lives.
Right next door to your boyfriend Michael's.
Oh.
And then you could run over and get it, but that's dangerous stuff.
It is. It sure is. Yeah, you go in, you might come back out with more than you really need.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to make this and this and this, and then you end up with a closet full of stuff that's never used. Well, Lisa, I think that was a pretty good question. We learned quite a bit of how that all comes together. Thank you for asking that.
Mm-hmm. I think that was a good question too.
Grandma Gay is back with her thoughtful question of the day. We've missed her for 2 weeks because she's been taking care of Santa Claus. But Grandma Gay asks, has anything happened since your last Craft Roulette appearance to change your artistic view of the world? That's kind of a big question, Grandma Gay.
Oh, it's like a loaded question.
Yeah.
So much has happened in the world and in my intermediate circle that could have altered my stamping creative skills, abilities, or like how I design. Yeah. I mean, I quit my job, my full-time job.
That's huge. That's
huge, right? So if you guys are curious about the whole card, like Mary was talking about an easel card to make a calendar and making it like this pop-up tent. Well, all it is it's a card base that's a hot dog scored in the middle at 5.5. And then you can make this as wide as you want, but no more than 4.25. And it's just 4 inches. It's scored at 1, 2, and 3. And that's what you glue on the inside here to make your easel.
There you go.
Okay, so did you just see what I did there? I bought myself time to think about something else while I was trying to explain that.
That was brilliant.
I don't know if I came up with anything, though.
Well, to change your artistic view, your artistic view basically, I think, has stayed the same, Christine, in that you are in it to just help people enjoy it. I don't think that's changed, has it?
That has not changed. And my creativity, artistic style, I tell this to people, and I don't apologize for it anymore, but I'm not a simple stamper. I love layers. I love embellishments. I love die cutting. I love embossing, and I incorporate all of that into all of my cards that I do for my classes. I don't take the easy street, and like in terms of and when I prep the card classes, I'm very fortunate that I have Anna Rebedu, who watches your show, she will do all my die cutting, even if it's the most intricate little die like that. So having a helper like that helps me to be able to still design, because if I had to die cut all this on top of kitting and prepping and I couldn't. So like that styling has not changed. And it won't change. Like that's just how I am. And I love being able to take people that are beginner stampers and teach them more. Like,
Right.
okay, what would it look like if we had another layer? Or what would it look like if we put this here? Or adding ribbon. Like somebody told me that ribbon is a thing of the past on cards. And I'm like, no, it's not. How do they sell it? Right?
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like now that I don't have that day job there, I can take more time to design the cards leisurely. That has helped, right? I enjoy the process a little bit more, I think, because I'm not designing at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. like I used to, and then go to work. Like, so that has helped a lot.
So do you think your cards have gotten more complicated?
Not since I quit, not since the last craft roulette. Right. So if we're going to the question of what has changed since the last craft roulette, no, I don't think my cards have gotten more complicated. They're still as complicated as they were before. Right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I feel like me enjoying the process is a lot better. Like
that's great.
Like, I enjoyed the process before, but I was just more tired before.
Yeah.
I need leaves.
No, and it's stressful to have those kind of deadlines.
Right. And I do so much. Like I really don't I don't know how I end up with like 8 core classes in a month. That blows my mind.
That's nutty stuff. That's remarkable stuff.
Look at this. I have really this in my drawer actually, that I did a tip Tuesday I did a tip Tuesday on easel cards, and I had that in my drawer. So I wonder what this would look like with black instead of purple. I think I like the
looks
purple.
Pretty sharp is what it looks like. You like the purple?
I like the purple too. I think I'm going to go with purple. But there you go. I got one of those. I could make that up into a card. Make a nice card someday, right?
Yeah. Maybe that'll be a mystery night.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. We should save that one for January for next year. Because that's when people like to make their calendar cards.
Yep. You got it figured out already.
Yeah.
It's not even June.
I know,
We've already got next January's class.
Kelly will be happy.
That's pretty impressive. I like it. Grandma Gay, that was definitely a thoughtful question.
That was a thought. And I don't know if that answered the question exactly, but I'll tell you, the world is always changing. I will go to the store and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I love that lady's shirt. I wish I could make a card with that. I think of that a lot. Or if I'm somewhere with Tyler and I see something and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks like this color. I'd love to make a card. And he thinks everything in my life revolves around Stampin' Up! Colors.
Right. It does. What is there, like, it does. I was watching a movie a couple weeks ago and I stopped it in the middle of the movie. Nobody was watching it with me, so it was fine. Because I loved the pattern and the colors on this girl's robe. And I pulled out some pencils and watercolor pencils and made the robe, got the flowers on it. Because it was so pretty.
Yeah. So pretty.
So pretty. The movie is terrible.
It's funny how, so I'm talking Stampin' Up! Because that's what I sell and what I use a lot.
Right.
But they come out with something and then you go to the grocery store or you go to some store and all of a sudden you see that same thing. Like whatever is in trend is like you see it and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of cool that like unless there's some other higher powers that are telling everybody, oh, market this now or market this or market that. But they all seem to be in line with each other.
It is funny how that works out. It's like the new cars. You get the new car, you're sure that nobody else is going to be driving it, and then all of a sudden you pull up right next to them.
Yep.
And the car across the intersection, same thing. new cars.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Awareness. I think it has to do with awareness.
How are your circles coming there?
Well, I've got multiple circles going on here.
Okay.
I've got, I did a background circle that I sponged in, and there's a dog hair. And then I've got my flower circles, so we're circle heavy.
And I don't see a cat on there yet, though.
I just knocked off some cat hair or dog hair. I'm not sure which. So it's been represented. Little Kerwin, he's such a good boy. There we go. Throw in some leaves to cover up my mess.
Yep.
How do you decide where you want to put your leaves? Well, it's where you have the big stem mess.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm seeing a comment here, and it's Cindy Runtree. And I mentioned her earlier that she gave Tyler a gold star. So she sent this little gold star in the mail for Tyler.
Oh, and that's the card?
Got put on his card. And this is the card that Tyler helped me make.
That's really good.
I had part of it started, and then he wanted... I didn't know how to put the hat together. And so he came up with the idea of making a path. And so it's like there's a path for you to walk through the woods and have a little hike. And he made a muddy path. And so, and it's an easel card. And so that's what he helped with. And Cindy gave him this gold little star. And so he was really excited. And this is what he helped me emboss 56 of these mats. And it took him 50 minutes. So it was about a minute a mat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was you. He was really proud of his gold little star. Thank you, Cindy.
That's really cute, Cindy.
Yeah, I
we
saw her name pop up.
We don't get.
I was looking at.
We don't get enough gold stars anymore. Oh, I bet that was nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to put something in the middle of these guys. Don't know what.
More circles.
Yep. I think you're right.
I was like, where did my leaf go? I never even took it out of the die. I think it was hiding. So I rejuvenated all of my Cello-pens before the show because they were all getting slightly a little bit like low. And so I just added my little bit of rubbing alcohol, and that brings them, it's like called Stella CPR. So you bring her back to life for another moment in time so she can go out with another hoorah-rah.
So is it just regular isopropyl
alcohol?
Alcohol?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. Okay. I need to go get some stamps. I'll be right back. Yeah, because I don't think I got stamps.
There we go. Well, little white ones maybe in the center. A gem. Yep, that's what I'm thinking too, Arlene.
Oh, we need to get some purple ink.
What am I doing for a calendar? Well, this is supposed to be a calendar fold, but it may end up a birthday. I was going to look to see if I have any kind of good sentiments that I could use. I don't have that. A good day to be happy.
You can't just write it?
No, we can't just write these kind of things.
Is that illegal?
It's not legal. I don't know. I do have room for it. So, it's kind of a funny little card, but it's not too bad. Here's a stamp that has the word day in it.
Oh, there you go.
But what do you use it with?
Oh, birthday. I suppose if you had a stamp that had the word calendar in it, that would count too.
Or if it had a You could do like a happy my uncle's but if you knew the day of their birthday, you could say happy April 28th. And then it would be a calendar card if it was their birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the day there.
Or just put today's date.
Or today's date. That's always a good one. Hope your day, there it is. Hope your day is happy. Do I have is happy?
You should do it's fun.
Is fun. Nobody spells fun right when they make stamps.
But it's easy enough to put another little N on the back end, isn't it?
Oh, boy, have I ever done that. You bet. Okay, so hope your day is happy. Hope your day is fun. I don't have an is. I'll just have to be the sentiment that I write inside.
So
I'll get that day
Heidi
on
Ryan
there.
just commented, though. She said, is it supposed to be a calendar fold? It wasn't a calendar fold. It was just the project is calendar, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
So it doesn't, I don't know what a calendar fold is.
Right. We talked about the calendar fold being a possibility, but not the only thing that you could do.
Got it.
It's pretty wide open. We like to see people
Project involving a day of some sort.
Yeah.
Use their imaginations.
Yes. Because they do such a beautiful job. It's a project that uses some sort of date or day. Save the date, countdown, birthday, all sorts of great things. You could bring in a calendar. You could use mixed media with a calendar.
Oh, there you go. You could print something off, right? If you don't have a calendar like I had one just floating around, you could print something off.
Absolutely.
There's actually a Stampin' Up! Stamp set. I will even show. So if those people that do, maybe will have this. This is in the current catalog. It's something I could show you guys. So you might own this and not even remember you have it. It was something with, and I don't own it because I was like, I don't know how I would begin to even use this calendar thing.
You'd go
this
on
right here.
Roulette.
This is on page 18. It's called Days to Remember. And it's got this calendar thing with the months and then a day to remember. Don't forget. So those that are watching, you might have that. And that
you could use that as a background too.
True. Yep. That could fit the bill. Like somebody asked me if I've ever done a class and I'm like, no, I don't even own it. I'm like, that scares me. Yeah.
I've done I did a few calendar classes. They were very work intensive because of having to add all those dates.
Mm-hmm.
They were, oof. But we laughed a lot, especially when we made mistakes, so. Okay, so just got this thing right here. Maybe I'll use it. You ready for another question? They haven't been too hard.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll try to divert my attention somewhere else for a moment.
Andy Zach asks, what would you say has been the biggest innovation and nice that maybe I got that wrong. The biggest innovation since you started craft making?
A die cutting machine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started stamping in 2000 and I remember making 150 Christmas cards for my mom and me. And there was something on it that needed to get fussy cut. And I vowed to not ever fussy cut again in my life. And I think that's why I don't like fussy cutting anymore. But
no kidding.
Yeah.
How many?
So when they came, that really, like the embossing and the die cutting has come a long way. It really adds so much to a card. Look at this. Everything that I did on here is what's making this card. The embossing in the background and all these little pieces being die cut. So amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would have to say that. I don't know. What else would you think of that was a good innovation?
Oh, that's clear stamps have been
Oh,
huge.
you know what though? I could have lived with wood stamps because I have a stamp-a-majig. So,
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I would agree with that though. I love photopolymer stamps. I definitely do. I definitely do. It makes it so much easier to stamp straight, and that makes a difference for people.
Yeah. Yeah. I like them. I have some ancient wood ones, but never do they even come out of the closet. Stamping platforms. Lynn Sanders says stamping platforms.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like a stamparatus. Yeah. So if you started stamping in the more recent years, and that you've been around since the machine has been out, I can see how a stamparatus or a stamp positioning tool would be very helpful. But if you've been around the block for 20 or 30 years, the die cutting machine is really what I think has made a big difference.
Yeah, it did. It was a huge deal. And like the electronic ones, now they're scan and cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have one, but why did I cut that off? That was probably a mistake. But we'll deal with it. But I don't have one. It still stands up. Yep, I was trying to add that fancy fold.
So people either love or they hate what I'm doing. And I'm taking this frayed ribbon and fraying it. And it can look like a hot rabbit's nest of mess. But I think it adds a lot of coolness to a card.
Oh, it has it has a lot of nice texture.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a messy bun.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I don't know if these need to interlock. I don't want to make them so they have to. So it can open. I want it to be able to open. Luann, you got your card in.
I finished my sheet of dimensionals. I always like to do a little dance when I do that.
I missed it. Oh, I missed your dance, your dimensional.
Oh, my little hands did a dance. Do a little dance, make a little move, get down tonight. Get down tonight.
I wonder if this, no, that wouldn't work. I don't like that color. I'm whining. Yep. What current?
Hope your day.
Hope your day, and then you open it, and it says it's fun. Yes, hope your day. But I got my day on there. Maybe I should put some dots.
Hope your day.
Hope your day. It's going to be the next trend, which is the next question.
Oh, more questions. Okay.
Yeah. What current trends are you liking?
Oh, man. Current trends. Stamping or clothes? I'm going to divert. If that's the question, I'm going to divert my answer to talk about clothes because you didn't specify if it was stamping related or trends like with fashion. Because I have a story.
Okay. Let's hear it.
My best friend Mandy from high school, so I've known her for 30 years, right? We usually go once a year on a girls' weekend getaway somewhere. Doesn't matter where, just somewhere. And we haven't done that since the pandemic, right? So we were like, we need to go somewhere. We need to do something. So this past Easter weekend, we went down to Chicago. We kept it simple because we didn't want to fly anywhere. We didn't want to have to worry about like all the planes that are getting canceled or flights getting canceled. We didn't want to deal with any of that. So we drove down to Chicago. And, I don't go out very much anymore. I'm like a hive body. And so like, we were walking down Michigan Avenue and I'm seeing all these baggy pants that are flood pants, like where you see your ankles and they got big chunky shoes and like loose baggy jeans. And I'm like, Mandy, what is going on? What? I'm sorry if anybody likes these pants. I'm not criticizing. I'm just like blown away that this is coming back. And she's like, yeah, that is coming back. It was from the 80s. And she's like, the other thing too that's coming back now is ripped jeans. Like, so you saw all these girls and guys with tight skinny jeans and all ripped on their knees and all the way up their thigh and down their ankle. I'm like, what is going on? She's like, yep, those are the two styles that are coming back. Like, you
It's
gotta
true.
be kidding me. So,
It's true.
it is
Yeah,
true.
flood
And I'm
jeans,
like,
or flood pants. I never
well,
heard
how
of
did
them
that
called that,
happen?
but yeah, they're great big open legs. And I was
Yeah.
looking at some the other day and I was going, wow, those look really comfortable. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
The ripped legs, the ripped jeans don't do so much for me, but I used to wear ripped jeans because I didn't want to buy new ones.
Right? Because you wore them
Yeah.
so much, right? There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yes. I
So, yes.
earned those rips.
So that's my whole story about I'm not a trendy person when it comes to clothes at all. That's why I have her in my life. She is the fashionista queen. And she'll tell me, like, you can't wear those jeans anymore. I'm like, oh, no, you don't say that to me. They're my favorite jeans and I will wear them. I don't care if they're in style or not. Like,
Right.
you can't tell me I'm not wearing my pants. I'll just understand and appreciate that they're not in style, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up. It's hard to care.
So, right, I don't care either. Like, I'm a bit too busy stamping. I don't care if it's in style or not. I'm busy. Like, talk to me about stamps, all right? Then I'll tell you. And then, talking stamps, you're talking, okay, so what's in style and trendy with stamps? I just rely on Stampin' Up to know what's on trend. And like the thing with the ink colors, they change them every year. So they go out with 5 old ones and come in with 5 new ones, and they're researching and on point with the colors that are on trend. So I rely on them to know what colors are trending and which ones are coming in and going out. They keep track of that.
Right.
Stamp sets and the styles of the stamps, like, they got to know too. So like, I rely on Stampin' Up to know what's going on with stuff, and hopefully they do. But like I mentioned, I'm too busy using what I have in front of me that I don't necessarily pay attention to what's the next up and coming thing. And we kind of mentioned that what we see, like I see Stampin' Up have, then you go to the store and it's like, oh, okay, well, there's a whole bunch of sailing stuff, or there's a whole bunch of bee stuff, or there's a whole bunch of this nautical stuff. And that's what they have in their catalog. So that makes me happy to see that.
Yeah. I agree. The stamp companies have to stay up with the trends. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
And make some new trends too. But they have to have an answer for
That help answer. I mean, it was a long-winded answer, but.
So when are you going to get these new pants?
Never.
And chunky shoes. Do you have chunky shoes?
Goodness. The heels that they had, they were like tennis shoes, but with chunks on them. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you guys want, you go for it. It's like, you do you and I'll do me, and I won't criticize or judge, and then you don't do the same to me. Like, that's how I roll.
It really helps. It really helps.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to do? Okay. Hey, I put something on the inside because you always put something on the inside.
Yeah, I got to do my back yet. I'm getting there. I'm doing my little circles, my plain little circles. What is it? Plain circles.
Plain circles.
I'm doing plain circles right now in the middle of my flower power. Okay, so I got, is it bees or bee? It says bees, so I got to have 2 bees at least. Okay.
I should have had the S in parentheses. That's usually how I do it, but I didn't. I only have 1 bee.
I can figure out. I squeezed 1 in there, so I only have 2, which is not normal because you should have 3. Should I put a little bee? It's too much. Sometimes you don't need more.
You got me thinking about my bees here.
Less is best sometimes. Okay, so we need flower action here. So
I want another.
Gotta do some stamping. I haven't even stamped yet. Oh my goodness.
A day
like, you can make beautiful cards without stamping these days.
Pretty impressive. Oh, that's turning out really pretty with your flowers and your rat's nest. That's really
my little rat's nest. I feel like I should have 1 more right there, but I'm not going to do that quite yet.
Sometimes
so I need to get, what do I need? Another block. Let's see here. And, black ink.
Yes, Card Monkey, you are a fashionista.
I mean, all the power to people who are in style, because it changes so fast, and
it's too hard.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't have enough money in my wallet to buy new clothes every time a style changes. Like, that's not for me. I'm still wearing clothes that I had in high school. Not all the time, but
I don't think I can say that one.
Well, I've been out now. I think I've been out of high school for 24 years. I still have clothes from high school that, my sweatshirt, some sweatshirts. I have my college sweatshirt that I wore the other day, my UW Oshkosh sweatshirt. That's from 1999. I just wore that. So I can say that honestly. I do have clothes
still
from
wear
high
my
school
socks.
or college. So
I still have socks that fit me from high school.
Oh, there you go. Do they have holes in them?
No, I don't have any socks though, but I've seen that meme. I can still wear the hair bands that I wore in high school.
So this was, I think, so I loved the window card that I did with you a few times back, but I think that this one is going to trump it.
I think it's gorgeous. You've just gotten better and better. You know how to handle that wheel.
Oh my gosh. It's like I willed it to give me good things, and it gave me good things. But some people that didn't like the calendar, I'm so sorry.
I think they're going to do fine. I think they're going to rally. They just don't know yet. Like, I think it was Sylvia Podrazic who was saying, but she's in the UK, and she said she likes to stay up to see the parameters because then she can dream about it all night, about what card she's going to make. So that's kind of sweet.
All right, sentiment time. Life is better with a friend like you.
Hope your day.
Oh, well, that's kind of mushy.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Sure.
Well, I pictured giving this to my mom, though, because it's her calendar, right?
Well, she would probably not hate that sentiment. I don't think she would.
Oh, that's true, because my mom is my best friend. You're right.
Yeah.
That can be the case. You're very, a gal is very fortunate when her mom ends up being her best friend.
Yeah.
So we will go with that. You're right.
Yeah. I think she'll probably get all misty and. I don't know her. She may not be that kind. She may not get misty.
I don't know if I've ever seen my mom cry. I honestly don't.
Really?
Maybe once back when my grandparents passed away. They both passed away in the early 2000s, though. So I don't know. My mom's a pretty strong woman.
Well, she lives on a farm, right?
Yeah. And you want to hear something exciting? We just got the baby chickens. And so Tyler and I went out last night. Instead of going for a walk like I thought we were going to do, he picks me up and takes me out to my parents' farm, which is about 20 minutes away. My parents just got the baby chickens. They got 37 little. They're like this big.
Little peepers.
Little peepers. And they were going peep, 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 peep. Mm-hmm.
They do. They really do. I love walking into the barn, or not the barn, but the feed store in the spring, and you can hear all the little baby ducks and all the little chickens.
Mm-hmm. And they're still pretty yet.
They're still pretty. They're all fluffy.
Yep. Give them 3 days or 5 days and they'll be ugly. Because they're white.
It doesn't take long for a chicken.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
They do.
They do. Yeah. I think I'm changing his wing color. Talking about fashion, I'm changing your wing color. Your wings just don't look right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting it all. You're doing a beautiful job.
I just remember when we went over the parameters before we went live, and that we talked about that. I'm like, oh yeah, I would love that.
And that silly old wheel listened.
Yeah.
He likes you. Every once in a while, he can be a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Usually he's can throw, and usually, even when it seems odd at first, once you start playing with it, it all comes together. And we get this gallery full of beautiful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's
how
wonderful.
it goes. I think I want.
And the little bees' wings are all going to look good now. They look better. The poiples look better. Oops, there we go. I have one more question for you. My goodness.
Oh, man.
I
It's
know.
like 20 questions. I feel like I'm on a dating thing.
What will Tyler say? Yeah. No, gosh, those shows. Cordelia Alderman asks, how do you keep coming up with fresh ideas for your channel? Do you ever get stumped?
No, I don't. Mm-mm. I mean, you get stumped, but honestly, one of the things that I do is every card that I've ever made, I keep a sample of it in a plastic sleeve. So these are all the cards that I have coming up for the whole next month and a half. And I will save these. And they have recipe cards in the back. So I have it really simple that I keep track of sizes and measurements. And so these will go up into my design room. And if I ever am at the point where I was like, I'll know I want to use this stamp set because I haven't featured it for something, but I don't know what I'm going to make. I will just go shopping through and I'll look through and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a great layout. I'm just going to use this new product, this new paper, these new stamps with this layout and good to go. Yeah. I swap as well with other amazing demonstrators and they are always full of different ideas. So a card here, I'll show you just an example. This card that I did for the class I have coming up, Hey Sports Fan, this ribbon, so I cased how a different demonstrator did this ribbon, how she looped it around and just made it like it was hanging down. I would never have thought to have done that, but she had done that on a different card. And I'm like, oh my God, that is the superest, most coolest thing to do with ribbon on that card. And so getting ideas like that from other demonstrators is awesome too, or other fellow stampers, right? Doesn't have to be a demonstrator, but so swapping is a great way to get some inspiration and ideas if you're kind of the faucet's running low. So, so when it comes time, it's just I go upstairs with what the products I know I want to use. And I generally work off of the Stampin' Up! Catalog and I make a map. Actually, this is I'll show you in a nutshell. I kind of make a little skeleton template of my classes. So annual catalog, summer, and I write down the month and the date. And then I kind of fill it in with what stamp sets I want to use. So I just did June. So to show Tyler, so June came along and I had those 3 sets and these are the class cards for my June monthly class. And so now I don't know about you, Mary, but I love doing check, 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 check. I will make lists just to check things off. So, so I kind of go with that mindset of I know I want to feature these stamp sets and then I'll be looking for an idea for a layout. I also do go to Pinterest, and if I can't spend a lot of time on there because it will suck me in forever. And I don't have all the time in the world to look on Pinterest, but I will look out there to see, well, has somebody else done a card or had an idea with that? And I might take elements of that card and tweak it. So, so that's also a good way to get inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't find it hard to find inspiration at all. I find it hard to have time to share everything, but because I too tend to want to share everything. There. Hope your day is fun. 2 N's. I got day
and fun. So when I write fun on my web, on my Stampin' Up, whenever I'm doing anything, I try to put FUNN when I can.
That girl. We were talking a couple weeks ago that spell check helps us out now on a lot of our viewers. Their phones just go ahead and put FUN in because they've done it so much. I like to correct them too when they don't do it. So got to work on that spelling. I don't know. So I've got a circle in the back. There's a plain circle. Then these are circles. These are not plain, but they're circles.
So what do you mean by
Got
plain? What did a
these.
plain, did that really mean something? Or it was just a plain old circle?
Just a plain old circle. You know, some circles are very ornate. They've got filigree, they've got die cuts in them, they've got very fancy stamping in them.
So do my circles qualify?
Yes, of
Like
course they
that
do.
the fact that I use my embellishments as my circles, that would qualify, right?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I want to make sure I'm not breaking any rules.
Oh, we have Deputy Heidi, and we also have the Craft Roulette Police. They're
man.
chief.
Do I get to
he's
go
calling
to
himself
like,
the
do I
chief
get to
now.
go to stamp jail and I get to design and craft all the time?
That's right. We were laughing about that on Patty Beck and I were saying that we were hoping if Deputy Heidi puts us in jail, we hope we get the same cell so we can talk about. Oh, you are so mean, Chief. You have to fussy cut is what your punishment would be.
Oh, no.
Oh,
that would be mean.
That's cruel.
That's cruel and unusual punishment.
That is cruel and unusual. You're protected by the Constitution. Don't worry.
The stamping Constitution.
That's it. We should write. Yep. We have it. That's right. I'm so glad that I got through this. Calendar. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with calendars. Don't worry about it. It's going to be just fine. You're going to figure it out. It's going to be great. And we're going to have a beautiful gallery. And then next January, you're going to go, oh, I can do all this stuff. I can show you all my calendar cards right there. And there we go. I may add a little more zhuzh, but that's basically it. And it says, hope your day is fun.
Did you zhoosh? You got to zhoosh it up. Put the little Stella on there.
I have some Stella on the bees. Okay, and I may add just a few little clear drops of something, but that is just lovely. That's just lovely.
There. Get to the right month.
That's just great.
I think we had the wheel was good to us. I think
we did just fine. We whipped him right into shape, no matter how much trouble he wanted to cause. Mm-hmm. Your little embellishment bees are really cute. They really make it special. Yeah, and since you're going to have it out every day for 12 months, well, now a few less. It's good to have something a little fancier.
Yep, and I made sure to make it really thick because it's probably not going to go in an envelope anyway, so I put it as high as I could make it.
Yeah, layer it up. Just dimensional it up. That's right. I don't love this purple color, but that's okay. We're okay. Mm-hmm. We're okay.
I love it. Miss. It's good.
And you've got your calendar, obviously. Your colors were green, purple, and yellow. And you got your bees, and you got your plain circles in your embellishments.
Yep.
What more can you do?
Yeah, and I got ribbon on there, and so that's always a goal of mine.
I know, you always use ribbon. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she said she always uses ribbon, Sue. And I said, I put ribbon on, and then I just go, nope. And it doesn't look right on my cards because it's not my style. But it's her style, and it always looks good on hers. And your style is always good. I don't know what it is. It's just not my style, and so I have to. It may be the cutest ribbon in the world, and it may look good to somebody, but and yours looks good on yours, but none of it ever looks good on mine.
So on your card, you have some flowers if you hold up your card really quick, so I can see it a little bit closer. There's a stem coming down from that flower. If that were me, I would take like a little baker's twine or linen thread, and I would make the littlest bow, like the size of like that size right there, and put that. I'm trying to point at your card, but I'd put that kind of like on its neck, kind of like a necktie on the flower. That's where I could see a bow there. Yeah, or like ribbon on your card. I shouldn't
have put four of those in there either. But yeah, I know what you mean. That always looks cute. When I do that, I sometimes hang a tag from it. Just leave it. So that's always really cute when you add a little tag. So anyway, all right. Well, let's let you finish your Stella-ing, and we will tell everybody else how they can play with this weekend, okay? And we'll be right back with you. Relax. Sit back. You did great. Yep, you guys can play along. You've got till Sunday night at midnight. Just make your card using the calendars, whatever. Yellow +2. Neutrals are always a freebie. Bees and some plain circles. Send those to craftroulette.live. There is a submission form button already up, and you can just fill that out. And you got to fill out every little place, or it won't go through. But it'll be good. Easy to use. Just send it on through. If you are a patron at any level, you have till Thursday night at midnight. And I forgot to do something last week, so we're gonna give away some stuff this week. Let me tell you, we do want to see your beautiful cards. I think you're gonna have fun with it. Your bees. I think we could do something really cute. I can't wait. Do it. We have some great guests. I've been a little behind, and so it doesn't look like we have very many guests coming, but we do. And the next one is Mary Clark. We're going to meet her next week for a tech call on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to meeting her. And then we've got Ardith and the great Julie Carrier, and Carrier Rhodes after that. So we've got a good end, or the good end of April, and a great May all planned out for us. So looking forward to it. Be here 6:30 Friday night Central Time. 6:30 Central Time Friday night. And we'll be here too with some great guests. Allie, you're done? Holy cannoli. We do want to thank our patrons. We are community supported. That means we get donations, and that helps us defray costs. We had a little birds and the bees talk last week about it. I will tell you more about it, but we do have an all patron call tomorrow, and everybody that is a patron will get to be there. It's going to be great fun. I look forward to meeting so many new people and seeing some of my friends that I've made through this last year. We've had our Patreon account for a year now. Look at all those guys. And we had how many new patrons? 13 this week, but we're not full yet. We still have room at the table for you. So please just go ahead, and if you are interested in getting bonus content, we have lots of it. We have lots of games and fun stuff going on over there with the retro challenge and all sorts of good stuff. We're trying to make it really fun for you. So join us. Is that Travis Boone here? He is. Oh, there's our thing that says giveaway time. And I forgot to give away something last week. But we were told that we can still give it away this week. We have 2 $10 gift certificates to Dare to Be Artsy from Cindy Certain, and I forgot because it was on the other side of the page and I didn't turn it over. So we have those to give away. We'll give away a couple goodie bags and a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. So shall we start? If you sent in a card last week, your name will be on here. Handmade card with an itty bitty gift can be international. Goodie bag cannot, and neither can the gift certificates. I'm sorry. But here we go for an itty bitty gift. Handmade card. All the best to you. Yes, please, Janet. Thank you. If you guys could give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe is all help. It is all very, very good. Karen C. I think I will maybe see her tomorrow. So that'll be good. Please let me know that you would like a card with an itty bitty gift by contacting us on the contact form on craftroulette.live. That works real well. How about a couple goodie bags, shall we? Go for one. We have lots of wonderful goodie bags, given lots of stamp sets and all sorts of things that go into one that people have donated to us. It's very nice. Danny has 2 sponsored gift certificates too. Where is that one? Danny, let me know what they were. I forgot. We'll spin for them. Did I not write them down here? I don't know. Let me know what they were. I forgot. Oh! Well, we got Canada. That's a Canadian fella. So, Saya, let me know what you think about that. I don't know. I don't know how much it costs, but I can send you something. So let me know, and I will definitely send you something. I'm trying to look to see what those sponsored giveaways were. Danny! I don't know. Anybody see my brain lately? I asked somebody to... There it is. Kraft and Kimmy. And not too shabby. Jennifer Hunstad is going to get a... Gosh, we're going to give away the store tonight. Jennifer Hunstad. You had that cute card with the planes. Wasn't that yours? I think so. That was cute. Let me know if you want this. There's a contact form on... That was a goodie bag. Let's do the $10 gift certificate to Dare to Be Artsy, US only. I'm sorry, Danny's Dream. I did ask for a friend to find my brain. She couldn't find it. Still looking. Aw, Jackie Rip, one of our leading ladies, is going to get a gift certificate to Dare to Be Artsy. Good deal. And another one. I am writing these down. That helps. They're such good gifts, too. There we go. Julie Sanders. She's going to get a gift certificate. You guys have to let me know, though. Use the contact form. Should we give away those gifts from Danny? Yes, let's do it. Let's do the $25 Kraft and Kimmy. You guys like gifts? Allie loves Kraft and Kimmy. You've designed for them. Circle Guru. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Arlene. Arlene, my designer for Mr. Mike's clothes. Arlene, and that was for Kraft and Kimmy. She'll like that. She's also donated goodies for the goodie bag. So sweet. I like that. She's a fun lady. One more $25 gift certificate too. Not too shabby. Everybody likes Arlene. I don't know if she's here tonight. She said she was going out. Doop, doop, bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, Teresa. Teresa's been with us for quite a while. Well done. Well done. Let me know if you want that $25 gift certificate. Just use that contact form by midnight on Sunday, please. Oh, you are here. Well done. Very good. Ah, well, that was quite a bit of... How much money did we just give away? Gift certificates. 60, 70 plus goodie bags. $70 worth of prizes? That's a lot, you guys. We don't even do prizes. That's not like our main shtick. That's awesome. Thank you so much for Cindy and Danny for donating those things for us. We really appreciate it. Makes our show so fun. Let's bring her back. There she is. You done good, girl.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. You'll have to let us know what your mom said. Did she watch tonight? Or is this going to be a surprise?
It'll be a surprise. Yeah. My mom doesn't generally watch anything. She's not a stamper, really. My mom's she's a seamstress. If you ask me what she does, she loves to sew. And she's a housewife and she loves to cook. So she went to school for home economics. So the only stamping or crafting that she does is to help me. So she'll sit next to me and put glue on. She'll do the bone folding. She'll put Stella on. She'll embellish. But she doesn't want anything else to do with it other than helping me kit up for my classes.
She just wants to help you.
She just wants to help me. Yep.
Mm-hmm. She's just
very
in
lucky
for you. Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that nice that you had that time to build that relationship? It's nice. That's good. Mm-hmm. That's real sweet.
Well,
I'm glad for you.
She's waiting. She's waiting because when she's helping me, what she's told me is she's helping me as long as she can. And then when she needs help, I better be there to help her.
Well, turnabout's fair play, right? Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Have anything you want to tell your friends before we sign off for the night?
So
what's coming up next?
I was thinking about this while you were giving away everything, and I didn't tell you that you could give away one of my classes that's coming up in the month of May. I think we've done that the last few times. And so I don't know if you want to have somebody win it next week or if you want to have somebody win it this week. But if you...
Okay.
I'm sorry, they can't hear me.
We're going to do it again. He just put the wheel up. So, tell me what we're going to give away.
They can't hear them.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it.
Okay, we can't have the wheel up and you talking. So what we're going to do is give away one of your classes that's coming up in May. And then when you come back, it's already spinning. And it has to be U.S. And then when you come back, you can tell us how it all works. I see now. Okay. Jackie Miller is in Australia. So spin again. Yeah, she said U.S. only. Gosh, this is so many classes and fun stuff. I hope everybody's still here. They are. Carmen is brand new. I can't remember if she's in the U.S., but we'll ask. We'll just ask. So, Carmen Broxma. I know. I will ask her because she sent in her first card this week and she's a patron, so we'll just find out. She's in Colorado. Awesome. Yay.
So what it'll be is it's just going to be a class I have a couple left in April if she'd like an April one, but it could be May. And it has to be a class that can be free with an order. So basically, okay. I have my monthly class. I have like 5 or 6 classes. So all she has to do is reach out to me and ask me what's available, and I'll send her a link, and she can pick what she wants then.
All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. We always like stuff like that. It's just fun to give away stuff, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't mention that to you earlier. So as you were giving out stuff, I think I was on silent, so I couldn't really say anything.
I didn't ask, and I didn't, that's one of the hardest things for me to do is ask about, would you like to donate something? It's just like, I can ask for all sorts of ridiculous things like, you want to come on Craft Roulette and do something live for something that you don't know anything that's going to happen and you've never seen us and you've never met me or anything. You're just going to come on over, right? That's not a hard ask at all, but asking for a donation is like, it hurts. Yeah. So thank you so much for offering.
You're welcome. And I just want to say that I really appreciate everybody's support. Like Janet just commented on here, and Janet's on my team, and I've met her through you, and you meet people through me, and I meet people through you, and this is a great opportunity for our paths and our connections to cross. Yes. And we're all about promoting fun and happy times and stamping and just inspiration and creativity. And the biggest thing that I love is that people make something to brighten somebody else's day. And it's just it's the whole process of feeling good about making something. So that's what we're here for. And that's what I strive for. So, and I appreciate everybody's support.
Have talked about this before, but when we get to see that moment when they hold their card out and they go, I made that. And
I was just doing it myself. Like I was looking at this card and I'm like, wow, I made that.
Out of thin air. You just made it. Like, it was really great. So, I know. It's cool. It's cool.
What is Craft Roulette? I got that down.
Well, don't forget, because I may forget by the next time you're on.
All night was answering that question.
You poor thing. Well, let's kiss our brains. We've absolutely deserved a little self-love.
Yay.
And now we are ready to craft the weekend away. So we got it started right. Thank you so much, Christine. You're always a blast. Everybody loves you. When I was saying that you were on, and everybody's, I love her. I just love her. And because you're just such a little spark. So thank you so much for joining us.
Do we have the calendar? You can tell people when we're set up for the next one?
I don't have it with me. I don't remember when you're coming back.
If people want to mark
on the
their
calendar for 2 more times this year.
If anybody wants to mark their calendar, we have it set up. When do we have it set up for? We'll just tell everybody really quick. Oh my gosh, it's August 5th. right in the middle of the summer. Okay.
Yep, August 5th, and then December.
And then December 9th.
Your anniversary with Craft Roulette.
Yep, exactly.
The second weekend,
we like that
the
weekend.
second Friday in December.
Yep.
So
there you go.
awesome.
Mark the calendars. Pencil that in.
That's right. She'll be back, but we'll be at the Hive in between. So
yes, absolutely.
You won't be far because you're always on Facebook. Always.
Oh yeah.
There it is. All right, guys. Thank you, Craft or Chatterboxes. Have a great weekend. Well, I'm looking for your cards. See you tomorrow on the call. Many of you. Christine, one for you. Mr. Producer, one for you. Everybody, take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Sunshine,
Thanks.
love, and hugs to all. Bye.
Bye-bye.